Hello, church. This is Pastor Phil, obviously, and I wanted to send you a message today in regards to the situation with the coronavirus. Since we met last Sunday, things have escalated incredibly, and a lot has changed. We have heard from our president, we've heard from our governor, and many people, and I really appreciate this, have been asking me, what's our response? How are we going to handle this? What do we do? And so I wanted to give you some information and some requests and maybe a little bit of advice as we navigate this for at least for the short term. First of all, church services will take place. They are still on. Church will take place this Sunday at 10 a.m. Now, we understand that the situation is fluid. As I'm recording this message, I know that President Trump is going to address the nation again. I don't know what he will say, but as of now, we are going to continue with our Sunday morning services. Now, having said that, Sunday school is going to be suspended for a little while until everything kind of dies down. We want to err on the side of caution. We don't want to be careless. At the same time, we don't want to panic, but we want to be proactive. And you can imagine that that's kind of a fine line for a pastor to walk through when we're going through something like this. We are also going to make just a few decisions, take a few precautions in regards to activity in our church. For example, the Prime Timers event that was scheduled for this Saturday, we've postponed that. The youth event that was scheduled for this Sunday, I'm sorry guys, but that's been rescheduled for another time. And again, we're just doing a lot of this to try to be as safe and cautious as we can be. We don't want to shut down everything, but at the same time, we want to try to be wise. Now, if you are one who would not be able to make it, or you choose to stay home this Sunday, let me just say, there's no judgment here, okay? We are not going to belittle your decision. I'm not going to look negatively on your decision, and nor should anybody. We get it. We understand. At the same time, if you're comfortable coming to church on Sunday, please come. That'll be great. But for those of you who may be staying home, we have some online options for you if that is your situation. On the page that you're on right now, we will do our best to stream or to broadcast our church service through Facebook Live. And we will do our best to make that as quality as we can. Now, please understand, we're not professionals at this. We don't have a television ministry of any kind. So I don't know what the quality will be, but we will do our best to make it as quality as possible. Also, Wayne Taylor will be recording his Sunday school lessons online. We will post those on this Facebook page that you're watching right now. And so those of you who might miss those lessons, you can catch those. In fact, we'll try to post the whole YouTube channel because Wayne has, I think, like 20 lessons that are recorded for you to check out. And I really highly recommend it. He is a great teacher, and you really don't want to miss those. So we're trying to make some provisions to try to make things as normal as we can. Let me also say that online giving is still an option for you. You can always give your tithe and your offering online, and we're showing you the address that you can go to right now. It's very simple, and just follow the directions, and you can contribute still, even if you're not here. You may be more comfortable, or you may prefer to list us as a bill pay with your bank. In other words, you can list Bethel Church like you would your electric bill or your gas bill, and you could just have a check sent to us from your bank, and we would receive that. In fact, we received one today. It's on my desk. So there's lots of ways that you can still contribute. The old-fashioned way, you could write a check and mail it in, whatever. But if you want to give in that way, you certainly can. And we would appreciate that, obviously, as these times are a little bit crazy and a little bit uncertain. Now, let me let you know what precautions we're trying to make, okay? First of all, we are going to be wiping down everything and anything that gets touched here at the church. So and it's a practice we should obviously do, but we're going to intensify that a little bit, and doors and doorknobs and handles and things like that. Just, again, to be safe. No one has told me they have the coronavirus. I don't suspect that anybody in our church has it, but at the very least, let's just, again, be proactive and not reactive. Also, at church, we're going to suspend our meet and greet time. And I know that is a staple at our church, and that's hard. But I'm going to ask you, just for the next few weeks, let's avoid the handshaking and the hugging. And that's hard for me, because when I see so many of you, I just want to hug you. I want to shake your hand. But instead, maybe we can kind of give a thumbs up, or in fact, here, let's do this. Let's see who can have the most creative social distancing greeting in church, in our church family. So maybe that's an air hug, maybe that's a non-touch high five, who knows what it might be. Get creative, and let's try to make this fun, at least. I know this is a serious situation, and I'm not making fun of it or minimizing it, but at the same time, let's still live our lives, right? And so thanks for understanding all of these precautions, and thanks for understanding that we have to make some moves. And now, look, I know that there will be some that will disagree with any decision that I make. I know that there are churches that have canceled their services altogether. We have not, at least not yet. And I don't foresee us doing that. But Romans 13 tells us that we should submit to and pray for the governing officials that God's put over us. And so we want to be a good witness. And so if there's ever a change, we will let you know. But please understand that none of these decisions and none of these precautions are made lightly. They are not made flippantly. They are made with a lot of prayer and thought and talk with key leaders and other pastors. On the page that you're on, I will be posting some links for you, just helpful advice in dealing with this whole coronavirus thing. Let's wash our hands with soap and water. Do so for 20 minutes at a time. Be careful, or try to avoid contact with other people as much as you can, just for now. I really see this, folks, as temporary. This is not a permanent situation, and we're going to get through this, okay? So please do not panic. Do not be afraid. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. So we know that God's still in control. He saw this coming, and He will take care of us, and He'll take care of our country. In fact, I'm going to say this is a great opportunity for those of us who are healthy and maybe a little bit younger to maybe really stand out and be the church. If you know of a senior citizen that hasn't been able to go out and get groceries, maybe you can check on them, ask what they need, give them a phone call, and ask what you can do. Maybe you can run and get some groceries for them and bring it to their house. I'll say, if you're sick, stay home, all right? Let me know. We'll pray for you, but go ahead and stay home. And once we get through all this mess, I think we're going to look back, and it'll be quite a story for us to share with our kids and our grandkids should Jesus tarry, and we'll be stronger individually and especially corporately as a result of this. Now, I know I've gone for over 10 minutes here, so I want to try to cut this off. But again, we love you. If you need me, if you need us, there are so many ways to reach us. Again, this Facebook page is a great way. Call the church office. I'll be checking my voicemail quite a bit. However is the easiest way. Text me, message me, whatever. And we're going to get through. All right? I love you, Bethel. And if you're able to make it this Sunday, I'll see you at 10. If you're not able to, then hit me up on social media and let me know you're doing okay. We love you. God bless you.